Max Media here. SCP is horror science fiction. It's spawned from the annals of the internet. And the delightful thing is, it's not creepypasta, but a collection of lore gathered from many amateur writers that give weird and disturbing backstories to oddity photographs, which I guess creepypastas are. Okay, let me start all over again. The point of the SCP Foundation is an organization that secures, contains, and protects for us and from us stuff that can change man's understanding of the world, and stuff that is lethal as sin. The complex facility where they're kept is not Area 51, and thank God it's not Cabin in the Woods. The SCPs file under 3 classes: Safe, Euclid, and Keter. Safe means okay to be around, Euclid means dangerous, and Keter means world-ending. All of these can be found on the SCP Wiki. And because we live in a world where even this can get its own indie horror game, we got to play SCP Foundation, known as SCP Containment Breach. Released back in 2012, was a simple cat-and-mouse game with only one SCP, SCP-173 to be exact, and you as a death row inmate trying to escape the place. It's the Dennis Nerdy effect that gives him a chance for freedom, even though I've heard that there wasn't actually an original ending for the game. Over the 6 years, updates added more rooms and more SCPs, and also an ending result. The game might be weak on graphical capability, but it's terrifying in its sound design. It also just has great music. It helps build up the suspense and dread. It's not what happens, it's how it's going to happen. Despite there being over 1,000 SCPs, there's only 20 in the game, including SCP-096. He looks like the creature from the Come to Daddy music video. When you see his face, you die, whether it's a video or a photograph. And you die in the most gruesome way as he proceeds to hunt you down and rip you apart and consume every last bit of you. There's also SCP-513, known as the Cowbell. Looks innocent enough until you hear its ring, and then you'll get haunted by SCP-513-1. And of course there's SCP-106, the Old Man. A lot of the SCPs have their own soundtrack, and this one might be the creepiest. This smiling old monster is meant to be this guy from that famous World War I photograph. There's also a coffee machine SCP. I think you needed to know that. That's just the tip of the iceberg of the type of stuff you see in this game. How many more will come in future updates? Well, as many as they can nightmare them up. And all of this is free. And if it gets too intense for you, don't worry, there's joke SCPs.